Hello and welcome to the Little Guest House. My name is Peter Bader, not peanut butter. Just keep in mind. That might be easier to remember. So, okay, what else? I finally got my tires. Had an appointment yesterday to get them on, and it's with a friend of mine, or well, somebody I know for a long time, and he has a let me see, scrap metal place where he takes cars apart and sells the parts of the cars and all kinds of stuff. But like me, getting older and slowing down his business. Can cannot get any good people to work for him. One left him who was there years and years, and they have a little garage where they repaired some cars, and they're change wheels, and you can buy new tires and stuff. So I went there because I bought my tires on the internet, and well, I have to make a little maybe a little bigger circle to get here. Well, I went to town and looked for some tires, and I visit three different shops, and the prices are uh, well, I cannot afford it. They are a whole and above 1,000 euro for the six tires I need. So I figured, well, I get them on the internet cheaper, but well, I found some, but you still need somebody who put the wheels on. So I asked also in the three shops, and they said, "Well, no, there's no way to. If you bring your tire and we only make them on because we are responsible for blah 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 insurance and whatever." So okay, so I finally thought about this guy in the neighborhood who has this scrap metal place. And I went down there and he said, "Well, yeah, okay, I do it." So I ordered the wheels and I got them last Friday and made the appointment for Tuesday to get the wheels on. The problem was the wheels were uh, pretty flat sideways, and I don't know. This is technical words about wheels, and I don't know. Well, the inner part was too far together, so he couldn't get on his machine. He couldn't get them tight enough to the rim to get air in there. And he has a little, yeah, well, what do you say, air cannon, and you could shoot air in between uh, the rim and the wheel and the tire, so it uh, blows up for a fraction of a second. And if you put the air same time in there, you can fill it. Otherwise, there's no way to do it because it's not sealing. The tire is not sealing to the rim, and that was the problem. He has a little gun for car wheels. He said, "Well, this works perfect," and he tries a couple times and said, "Well, no, no chance." So the old tire back on the rim, and yeah, tell me I need to look for somewhere else. No, I know the problem with the internet tires, and nobody wants to install them. So there was a problem. So I knew another one who is a son from a friend, and he has a shop in a next town. So I had to drive down there and ask him if he can install the tires. And he said, "Well, yeah, I can install them." And then I told him about him. I already got some, and he said, "Well, no, no. This is I don't want to get myself in trouble." I said, "What's the problem? These are good tires I bought, so they're not crappy." And he said, "Well, yeah, okay, I can do it, but it's not before November 12th." And I said, "Well, I'm on my way to Spain at that time, so that might be a problem." And he said, "Well, there's no way to do it earlier." And he said, "Well, I will borrow the big gun. I got a bigger one because I do also tires for uh, farming equipment, and they got some pretty big tires." So I said, "Okay." So I'm back to the guy from the scrap metal place, and he said, "Okay, one other thing." He said, "Well, I remember years ago we had when we get more tires, we had the same problem, and we put some distance inside the tires to get them far away and stay at least as long as it before we get the air in." So I got in my living room. I got 6 tires with blocks in it, so we got more distance for the machines. So probably tomorrow we'll get the wheels on, and yeah. So this is kind of funny thing, uh, and it's really hard to find somebody doing you a favor because they're all scared. But I remember when I was in California once for 6 months, and I bought a car, and the alternator broke. So I'm back to the place. I bought the car. He said, "Well, okay, I get you an alternator, no problem." I said, "Well, I might need some tools to install it." "Oh no, you can't get tools from me for doing work on your car because I'm liable if you use the tools and something happened." I said, "Are you kidding?" "No." "Okay, so you might go to what was it? Was a big chain like Walmart. So he said, well, you go down there and get yourself some tools. And if you finish your job, you just say, bring it back. He said, well, that's not the German way. Never would do that. And well, he said, okay, I give you some tools, but don't tell anybody they're mine. I will avoid that. I will say, well, that's not this stuff is not mine. Okay, that was another story about tools and having things installed in the car. But I let you know when the wheels are on uh, and what they look like. Okay, that was it so far. Take care. Bye bye.